Discursive competence, a further way of looking at cultural ways of speaking and writing, is through the notion of discursive competence. Bacha, 2004. Discursive competence draws together the notion of textual competence, generic competence, and social competence. Textual competence refers to the ability to produce and interpret contextually appropriate text. To do this, we draw on our linguistic, textual, contextual, and pragmatic knowledge of what typically occurs in a particular text, how it is typically organized, and how it is typically interpreted. In this textual competence is knowledge of regularities and convention of text, genres, and text types. It is important to distinguish text. This is closely related to how a text is translated. Textual competence refers to one's ability to appreciate the overall conceptual and rhetorical structure of oral or written discourse. Generic competence describes how we are able to respond to both recurring and new communicative situations by constructing, interpreting, using and exploiting conventions associated with the use of particular kinds of texts or genres. In this generic competence, ability to communicate in a second language, capacity to learn and stay up to date with learning, ability to communicate both orally and through the written word in first language, ability to be critical and self-critical. Social competence describes how we use language to take part in social and institutional interactions in a way that enables us to express our social identity within the constraint of the particular social situation and communicative interaction. In this social competence consists of social, emotional, cognitive, and behavioral skills needed for successful social adaptation. Social competence also reflects having an ability to take another's perspective concerning a situation, learn from past experiences, and apply that learning to the changes in social interactions. Discursive competence then includes not only language-related and text-level knowledge, it also includes complex factors outside of the text which need to be taken account of for effective communication. In this discursive competence refers to the logical connection of sentences in larger pattern for a meaningful discourse, spoken or written. Strategic competence refers to the strategies for breakdowns in communications according to the situations.